All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Prophet John here. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, it looks like Ed Henry, Tucker Carlson, and Sean Hannity are in some trouble right now because late last night it looks like the sexual misconduct lawsuits were filed against Fox News and them. Okay, so Hannity and Carlson and Henry are some in hot water right now. Um, Now, why is this? I don't know. And why is it always Fox News? Have you guys noticed that it's always Fox News with the sexual misconduct? It's never ABC or NBC or MSNBC, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of misconduct in those businesses as well. ESPN and ABC, NBC, and CBS and and all the other ones out there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of misconduct going on in those areas, but we barely hear anything. We hear from ESPN, sometimes we hear from some of the other places, but it is real. They always pay people off or keep it under the table. Um, but or people are too embarrassed to come out and say it because it might be. It might be some type of embarrassing acts or embarrassing moments, so they keep it to themselves just so that they don't ruin the liberal party or whatever the case may be, or embarrass the liberal party. So they'll keep it under wraps. But it seems like it's always Fox News that is out in the open about this sexual misconduct. It says former Fox News employee Jennifer, Eckhart, and Kathy as well, filed lawsuits in federal court on Monday accusing Fox News hosts Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, and Howard Kurtz, and others, of course, of sexual misconduct. And they also have Ed on there as well, okay, and many others. So they're trying basically. It seems to me personally, it seems like we're close to the elections, and these guys are going to be influencing the elections because they're the big dogs on Fox, and it seems like they were like some liberals. The liberals came to them and said, yeah, make up some stuff. Even if you don't have anything, or even if you do have some stuff as well, make up some stuff and don't make up some stuff, right? So if you can tell your truth, that's fine as well. But you could also make up some stuff, and let's take these big dogs down, that because they're going to influence the election. So to me personally, it looks like the liberals are going after the big dogs on television that are going to influence the elections for the Republicans. Okay, they want to put a stain on their names and want to take them down off of their positions because they think this will hurt Donald Trump, because the big dogs won't be able to be they won't be doing the news on Donald Trump, and they won't be, and people, millions of people follow these people, so they won't be on Fox News or other television stations defending Trump and pushing the Republican narrative forward. So they think if they take these people down, that people are going to switch from Republican to Democrat. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Matter of fact, it's going to make people more angry because they know this is being done on purpose to try to take the Republican big dogs down before the election, so they don't have a voice. That's what they're really trying to do. They're hoping Fox News fires them, and so they can celebrate, and so then Fox News has to find like a bunch of nobodies that nobody knows, and then the ratings drop out of the sky, and Donald Trump is hurt by that in the elections. I think we all know exactly why this is happening, and I'm pretty sure Jennifer and Kathy, maybe there was some misconduct there, but the timing is. It's not right. The timing isn't right because they could easily wait until after the elections for this, or they could have done it earlier this year, right? Now I don't know. Now the thing about it is that I don't know when they were fired. It says that they were fired from the network July 1st. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So okay, so they couldn't admit. Well, it all depends on when these allegations actually happened. Okay. But it looks like they're going after everybody though. It's not like they're going after like one person. The suit also includes previous rape allegations against former host Ed. Oh, so he's a former host now. I don't even watch Fox News, so I wouldn't even know about who's hosting and things like that. But I know we know Sean Hannity is hosting. I'm not sure if Tucker is still hosting or not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is. But Ed's a former host, and he was fired. Okay, so it says who was fired. Okay, so Ed was fired. It says who was fired from the network on July 1st. So Ed was fired on July 1st. Okay, okay. So, but when did these allegations actually happen? I don't know. It doesn't say. But it smells weird. It smells like somebody. It smells like liberalism. It smells like somebody paid these people money to do it now. It's like like you could wait till after the elections, or you could do it. You could have done it earlier this year or whatever. I don't know what the timeline is on this, but it just smells like this is it smells like they planned this because remember Donald Trump did a speech and I did a video on it on Currency 365 for you people that didn't see it, and I did it on Patreon first, and then of course a couple of days later it was out on 365. But Donald Trump said that today Tuesday the 21st, July, today begins the 8 weeks of historical, incredible events. When Donald Trump made that speech, right, and a lot of you guys saw it, and guess what the Republican, guess what the liberals said? Okay, okay, you got some incredible historical things about to happen in the next 8 weeks. Well, we're gonna drop the bombshell right when your historical news begins. That's why I think this is fishy. I think this is fishy because the timing that it came out. It came out right before Donald Trump's um, you know, eh, start of his 8 weeks of incredible events begins. So that they're trying to put a monkey wrench in his 8 weeks of incredible events. Okay, this is why I know that this might be fake. This might be propaganda and used against Donald Trump's 8 weeks event because it came out right before the 8 weeks started. It came out last night, and yeah, I think these girls probably got paid off, and they're trying to take the entire big dogs that represent the Republican Party down and get them off television, so that there is no voice for the Republican Party, going into the elections. But because they think that's going to actually help them, and that's not that. All it's going to do is make the Republicans more mad to stand in line or to make sure their votes are heard. And that's all it's gonna do, in my opinion. Is this gonna make the Republican parties more pissed off, more mad, and they're gonna make sure they win the elections in dominating fashion. That's all it's gonna. That's all, in my opinion, is gonna do. But I guess everybody has their own opinion. They tried to ruin Donald Trump's start of his 8 weeks of incredible events that are happening by going after the big dogs of the Republican Party. That's all. That's what I believe, but I could be wrong. It could have been just perfect timing again, and coincidence again, and going after every Republican, every all the faces of the Republican Party, all at one time. On the night before Donald Trump's 8 weeks events, incredible weeks of events begin. That could just be it could just be a coincidence. I don't think they don't do that in the government or in Hollywood. So it's not coincidence. It's scripted, right? So we don't call it coincidences. As elite decoders, we don't call it coincidences. We call it scripted, planned events. Okay, so I think this is a scripted, planned event to try to smear Donald Trump's 8 weeks events of incredible things that are going to be happening these next 8 weeks. Kanye West also comes out and does some crazy stuff last night as well. Goes on a freaking rampage all over Twitter. Twitter storm, blaming everybody, blaming his wife and all types of stuff, and it's weird. It's just weird. And we'll talk about that next, I guess. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open.